Thank you for being here, and thank you, WEC, for giving this podium. So my topic today is how do you develop a coaching culture in educational institutions? I'm a leadership and executive coach. I work with corporates. I work with senior executives in the companies, CEOs, CXOs. I work with senior management and help them realize their potential over time. So before I launch into how it can be introduced into a educational institution, I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to coaching. If I understand there's a picture of coaching that everybody has in mind, just wanted to clarify some points around it. So I've heard the word mentoring said a lot of time today. I just wanted to clarify that mentoring and coaching has a very slight difference. In mentoring, we are talking about the mentor's experience being shared with the mentee. How did the mentor succeed, what worked for him or her, and what did not work for him or her. And that experience is being shared with the mentee, and the choice is left to the mentee to use that experience to move forward in their career or professional personal life. What the mentorship doesn't take care of is the individualism of the person sitting in front of them. The mentee has a very different the mentor has a very different personality, had a different set of circumstances where he succeeded or failed. The mentee is a different person altogether, and his set of circumstances are very different from the time you succeeded as a mentor. So there's a huge chance that the solution that you are providing as a mentor might not work. What coaching does, it's basically about talking about the person, knowing the person much better. It's about the person, and there's nothing that as a coach I tell that client or the coachee, that as we call them, upfront as a solution. We try to bring self-awareness into the person in terms of who they are, what kind of circumstances they have, and what can be a different perspective to the similar situation that he's talking about. So most of the times we're in the same rut of thought, thinking the same thing again and again and again, and coming out with some similar solutions which do not work for us again and again. As a coach, my role is to trigger a self-awareness in you to think of a different perspective for the similar situation, break that thought process, and then try to bring out a solution from you which will have a higher chance of working and which will have a higher motivation from your side and accountability as a coachee as well. Because it's your solution and you understand it will work this time. So that's the difference between mentoring and coaching. And I would be happy to take questions on mentoring versus coaching after this. What is happening in education area is for the past 5 to 6 years, coaching has been introduced in the educational institutions across the world. People are taking it more seriously, and the way it has been introduced, we will come to that as well. So it's become a very effective professional development program. Mentorship is already there everywhere in education institutions, but coaching is not yet there. What coaching can do is build will, it can build skill, knowledge, as well as capacity in the mind of the person we're talking about. The coaching focuses on the intellect, the behaviors, the practices, the beliefs, values, and even the feelings of the educator that we're talking about. So it goes much deeper than just being a mentor. It talks at a level where you're talking at the, of the belief of that educator itself. What motivates them? What works for them? Why are they there at all, doing this job day in and day out? And how can you utilize the strengths that they bring on the table and bring out the best from them at that point?